When she left my house, she had a little bruise right here.
She goes, Daddy, boo-boo. I lift up her shirt and there's a massive bruise.
My ex-husband accused me and my boyfriend of abusing my 2-year-old daughter. I want custody of my daughter. I want my daughter.
I am not going to be called an abuser by anybody.
And I'm told that your ex-husband hates your new boyfriend.
Yeah.
You came in between my marriage, not us.
Do you think it's possible that David would hit your daughter?
It's a possibility.
You took a lie detector test, right?
Yes.
Let's just go right off the bat. Did you abuse David's daughter?
No. I'm over here raising a baby by myself, trying to get her to be a mother.
What if Anthony would fail?
I would leave him, but I know he ain't going to fail it.
And the results of Allison's lie detector test is that she...
Now, if you know what bruises on her back and her forehead, why didn't you take her to the doctor? So call the police.
Results for Anthony.
I'm not going to sit here and listen to you tell me
Then get off my stage then! Welcome to the show. My guest is Allison. And Allison, why are you here?
I'm here today because 3 days ago, my ex-husband had all my rights taken away of my 2-year-old daughter.
And how was he able to do that?
My ex-husband has been trying to get custody of her for the past year. He had called Child Protective Services on me about 3 times, told them I didn't have a stove, I didn't have a refrigerator, I had no heat, no water. It came to my house 3 times. Every time they turned around, left, and closed the case. He obviously got to the point to where he realized that they weren't doing anything and accused me and my boyfriend of abusing my 2-year-old daughter.
What kind of abuse were you accused of?
A lot of bruising to her head, all throughout her head, and all throughout her backing, and on her sides.
Did your daughter at some point have a lot of bruises on her?
Not when I returned her, no. I returned her to him on a Monday, and on a Thursday he had taken her to the doctors, and that's when I heard the news that Child Protective Services was involved and what had happened. When she left my house, she had 1 bruise on her forehead. She had fallen off my chair, and she had a little bruise right here. And by the time on Thursday when I saw her at the courthouse, she had multiple bruises all across her head, all around her back and on her sides.
How long were you and your ex-husband together?
We were together for 2 years.
And you were married for how long?
6 months.
Why did you divorce?
Well, before we had gotten married, he had gotten hurt on the job, and he had started taking a prescription called Vicodin, and he had gotten addicted to them. And 2 months after my daughter was born, I immediately had to go to work because he wasn't working, and he was taking these pills, and when he had them, he was so aggravated and so anxious and so just out of control, arguing and fighting with me. I mean, he yelled at because I also have an older daughter. He yelled at her. She was 3 at the time. He yelled at her for getting stung by a bee when we were at church.
He yelled at her for getting stung by a bee?
Because she was crying. He yelled at her. He got aggravated because he was on the Vicodin.
Okay, so that led to...
And that led to us separating due to the fact that it kept continuing and continuing and continuing. We had talked about him to stop. We had talked about him stop taking the pills several times. He said he would stop, and he never did.
And since you got... when did you get a divorce from him?
I want to say October.
Oh, so recently.
It was recently, yes.
So you
it was final in October.
And then now you have a boyfriend.
Correct.
And why would he be saying that the 2 of you are abusing your daughter?
I do believe that he's unhappy that I have a boyfriend. I did start talking to my boyfriend while I was still married.
Was he there physically
and
for
he was there emotionally for me. Just emotionally at that time. He was there for me. And after my husband and I had separated, he had found out that I had a boyfriend. And ever since he found that out, that's when it just all started. That's when CPS started getting called. I was getting threats that my windows were going to get busted out.
And you thought that he was doing this because he was jealous that you now are seeing another man?
Yes.
Do you think that's possible that David would hit your daughter?
It's a possibility. It could be. It is a possibility. But the thing is that I'm not there. I'm not there to protect my.
Was he ever abusive with you physically?
He was never physically abusive to me, just mentally and the yelling. and the aggravation. That's as far
And
as
did
it
you ever
got.
see him being abusive to your daughter while you were with him?
Spanking wise, yes.
Spanking?
Yeah, my 3-year-old.
Oh,
He would spank her.
Your older.
Yeah,
your
my
older
older
child.
one. He would spank her for no reason.
Being 3 years old, spanking a 3-year-old?
Yeah.
But what would a 3-year-old do that you would have to
Cry.
spank?
Whine, because she would whine or cry.
And what did you do when he spanked
I
you?
would get into a fight with him, and I would argue with him and tell him not to do that. And that's another thing that broke our marriage, is because nobody's going to mistreat she's 3 years old. 3-year-olds cry, they whine, they yell, they scream, they kick their feet.
And then I got to ask, why'd you get married then?
We had a kid together before we got married. We had the baby, and I figured getting married would help. In my perspective, it'd be better for my 3-year-old didn't have a father. I had her when I was 16 years old.
You wanted a father
And I wanted
figure in her life.
not for my 3-year-old. It's just I didn't want to have another child without a father.
Okay.
And I figured if we got married, it would be my kids would, it would be a family.
And I'm told that your ex-husband hates your new boyfriend.
Yes.
Now, why does he hate your new boyfriend?
Because he's with me.
Do you think David still loves you?
I believe so. Yes.
Do you believe he still wants you back?
I believe so. Yes. Recently, we had written each other letters back and forth about being back together, and in my perspective, I did it because I thought maybe if I tell him what he wants to hear, he'll let me have my daughter.
You wrote him letters saying what?
Pretty much that we wrote back and forth that I miss you, you miss me, back and forth that.
So you were writing him, I miss you. Did you say I love you?
I still love you. Yeah, I did write that in the letter. I have tried everything to get her. He's held her for me several times. Wouldn't give her to me. Before custody was even granted.
How did he get custody of your daughter?
At the time, I was unemployed, and he had a job, and he was living at home with his mother. But I don't understand, because I had my own home at the time. But I didn't have a job.
When you got divorced, you had your daughter, right?
We both had her. We made an agreement with each other to have her. And then what he had done was he had held her from me, and that's when I had to file for custody and divorce, because he didn't stick to
And did you get custody?
No, I didn't.
And custody was awarded to him?
Yeah.
On what basis?
Because he had a job, I didn't. What they did was went through an investigation, and he had a job, so he had an income. I didn't have no income, and I didn't have a job. So they looked more that he could take care of the baby more than I could.
Now, you still have your other daughter, though, right?
I've had her since I was 16.
Do you feel that you're a good mother?
I'm a very good mother. Very good mother.
Do you feel that when you had your daughter, because obviously your ex let you take your daughter and spend some time with her and you brought her home, is it possible that your boyfriend did this to your daughter?
To abuse?
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
And why is that?
Why is it? Because, okay, when I pick up my daughter, she's very happy to see me. She is very happy to see her mother. When I bring her through that door, she runs straight to my boyfriend. She runs straight to him, Anthony. And she's so excited to see him and ready to play.
And before the show, you took a lie detector test, right? We'll get to those results. How often do you get to see or talk to your daughter?
I did have her Friday through Monday, and then it was every other weekend. Just last week I had her, just this past weekend, and now I get her at all. I don't get her at all, because my boyfriend and I are being accused of abuse.
And what are your feelings towards your ex-husband now?
My feelings towards him? I'm disgusted. I am irritable, because he knows deep down in his heart that I would never harm my child, nor would I let anybody else harm my child. And he knows that.
And what would you want to happen today? If you could have anything happen, what do you want to happen today?
To have my daughter.
You want custody of your daughter.
I want custody of my daughter. And if I can't have custody of my daughter, I want my parenting time that I was having. Because I know getting custody of her with me fighting alone without a lawyer, I can't do.
All right, what I'm going to ask you to do Allison, is I'm going to ask you to leave the stage. I'm going to talk to David, and at some point I'll bring you back out.
Okay. Thank you.
My studio is packed today with teen girls ages 14 to 17 years old. You stopped going to school as a result of this video?
Yes.
We have a mom that teaches her daughter violence is the way to solve problems. Do you feel you're ready to be a mother? How old are you, Tiara?
I'm 14. I was one of the girls that said, oh, I can't get pregnant. When I got to hold him, I didn't know what I was going to do.
How many of you know anybody doing drugs or addicted to drugs? Oh, Jesus. Thursday and Friday. Bring out Allison's ex-husband, David. Little David. You were married to Allison for a while?
Yes.
And why did the marriage, how do you feel, why it ended?
It was totally opposite of what she said. Yes, I did have a herniated disc, and yes, I was on Vicodin, but I took them as the doctor prescribed them. Yes, she did have to go to work, and that's how she ran into her boyfriend, and she was cheating on me for at least 5 months that I know.
And how do you know that?
Because many things. She left me with my baby and her daughter many times. She would go up to the store for a candy bar and said, I'll be back, and half an hour later, she's home. I woke up a couple times, her texting him. She told me she was playing games. And I kind of felt it in my, my soul. And then I just tried to stick it in because Mom has 6 kids and we're a big family. And I want a family for her daughter and, my daughter. And so I didn't want to break up the marriage because of that. And I thought maybe if we get help or see a psychiatrist or therapist, it just might work, and it didn't.
She says that as you say, you were taking a Vicodin. Could it be possible, although it did alter your behavior a little bit, did you maybe become enraged? Could you have been a little bit not nice to her? Let's put it that way.
I wouldn't say not nice. I mean, it did make me awake, but I wasn't violent, if that's what you're asking me. I was never violent towards her. I never hit her. I never.
No, she's saying you never hit her.
And even with, I never spanked her butt for even getting stung.
Now she said you did spank her daughter, her older daughter.
Occasionally, but not for being stung by a bee or yelling at her because she's crying. That's just ridiculous.
Now, listen, we're talking about a 3-year-old here. What would a 3-year-old do that you would spank her? A 3-year-old.
I don't recall spanking her. I spanked her once because she drew on the wall, and I told her many times, and I wiped it up, and I told her, and she did it again. And I didn't spank her. I kind of tapped her butt and sat her on the couch and explained
So you're saying it wasn't abusive?
It wasn't abuse at all.
And so you feel that your marriage fell apart because she was cheating on you?
That's what I feel.
And
It's not what I know, it's what I feel.
Did you want a divorce or no?
In the beginning, no, but
Do you still love Allison?
I do, sadly.
Now, your daughter does have, according to your wife, or your ex-wife, that when she had her, she says that she fell off a chair, she had a bruise on her forehead, and then she took her back to you, and then a couple days later, she got bruises all over her head. Your daughter's 2 years old, bruising all over the back. Where did these bruises come from?
I don't know. I dropped her off on a Friday, and I picked her up on a Monday, and I went to go pick her up, and I seen her face, and I had asked Allison what had happened. And she said she fell off the chair.
Did she just have one bruise at this time?
At the time, I didn't. I'm going to explain. She said she fell off the chair. So as I'm taking my daughter, I'm putting her into the car seat. She goes, "Daddy, boo-boo." And I said, "Where?" She's pointing towards her back. I lift up her shirt, and there's a massive bruise. I mean, it just stunned me. And I asked her, I said, "What happened?" She says she fell off the chair. So I took her to the doctors that day. They explained to me that they have to see it in a pattern in order to detect if it was being abused or being neglected. So I said, okay, and I didn't feel comfortable sending her back, so I went that day from the court. I filed a motion stating there's a possibility of abuse. Can I get a temporary custody to where her mom has supervised visits until they can investigate? So they did. And then from there on, it's just been crazy.
Did your daughter tell you who did this to her?
Yes, she did.
Who did she tell you did this?
I was actually talking to a lawyer, and I had her out in the lobby for 3 hours because they were doing something. I got an investigation through FIA and Child Protective Services. And as I was sitting her on the chair, she said, "Anthony, do this," and she pointed to her thigh because that's right by her hip is where she had a bruise, and on the back. And I've never said his name in front of her, so it kind of cut me off guard.
When you were putting her in a car seat, you don't think it's odd that she didn't say, "Daddy, Anthony hit me"?
No, I don't know. She told me she'd fall. She said I
mean,
fall.
you're her dad.
Yeah.
you see your daughter's got bruising that's, you say, was a horrible bruise. You didn't say, honey, who did this to you?
No, I said what happened. She said, Daddy got boo-boo.
Right, and did you say who did this to you?
She told me she fell, yes.
She told you
had
she fell. So, but then later, when you're sitting around with your daughter at some place, she tells you
She
that...
told me, just out of the blue.
And did you ask her why he did this?
No, because, I mean, she's 2, you know, and I didn't want to get...
This is your daughter we're talking about.
Exactly, and this is why I'm
Well,
at
then
where I'm at right now.
I don't think when somebody's abusing your daughter, you think someone's abusing you. I don't think you hold back the questions. I think you keep asking, you ask.
All right.
Now, you never met this man.
No.
You never shook his hand, never met him. No, that doesn't alarm you at all that you're letting your 2-year-old daughter be around a man that you've never met? Now, she said that she wrote you letters saying she still loves you, she misses you, and obviously you were writing those letters back?
No.
Oh,
I wrote back to her stating I do care about you, but I couldn't. I mean, if you read the letters, I'm sure she brought them. I did not want to get back with her.
These are the ones that she wrote to you. She said, David, the only one I've ever really loved, I had let go. When I look at our picture of us together, I can't help but cry. I show them and tell her I'm sorry, I messed up, and how much I miss her daddy. It's you for the past 3 weeks. I can only think about is one thing, and that's you. Don't text my phone after you read this because I don't want Anthony to see it. And she wrote this
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. I mean, when you hear that and when you read that, what were you thinking?
I didn't. Me personally, I didn't believe it. Part of me wanted to, then part of me didn't. I mean, so much was going through my head at the time.
She says that she wrote these letters trying to get her daughter back, so you'd let her see her daughter. Do you believe that?
No.
I mean, these are pretty long letters.
No, I've never tried keeping her from her. The last time we were in court, which was just last week, as Elsa was telling you, the judge gave her an ultimatum, told her either you lose this guy or you lose your daughter. She chose Anthony. That's why they prevented her to see her, because due to the fact of...
So they said, if you stop seeing Anthony, we'll let you have your daughter.
Yes, because of the open case on abuse.
On the open case abuse. So they said, until we find out what's going on,
Yes.
stop seeing this guy, or stop having him around your daughters, and you can have your daughter?
Yes.
And she picked Anthony.
She picked Anthony.
David, you took a lie detector test before the show.
Yes.
Did you abuse your daughter?
No.
You never put any bruises
Never.
on her? I mean, she's 2 years old.
Yes.
Whoever did this is a sick bastard,
Exactly.
right? And I asked her what she'd like to see would happen, and she said she'd like to get custody of her daughter back. And I'm going to ask you the same question. What would you like to see happen today?
I want to see that this lie detector test come back, that there was no abuse going on, and that my daughter was not harmed in any way.
By you?
By me or by them, anyone. And that if she does change her ways, I want her to have a relationship with her daughter. I want her to be there, you know, just as much as I am, because it's hard doing it by yourself.
And if either one of them fails the lie detector test?
I would fight it all the way to the end.
You've never met Anthony.
No.
Is there anything that you want to say to him?
Not really. I mean, I don't want to judge him until I find out if it's true. I mean, me personally,
You wouldn't want to ask? I mean,
I would like to ask him. Yes, I
well,
would.
I'm going to give you a chance. Let's bring him
All
out.
right.
You know, David, I would not...
All right, just so we know, there's going to be no fight.
Yeah, no, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that.
Okay.
I'm here to tell David, I'm trying to make ample times to come shake your hand, to be nice to you. You were on the phone when Allison lived in the trailer, threatened me the whole time, on the phone. You brought cops to the house, you started drama in front of her house, you did all kinds of things. This has been a year, David. I have 2 kids of my own. For me to be accused, and you did accuse me, because CPS came into my house and told me that I was the one, you told them that I was the one that did it. Okay? I don't seem to understand. This whole year, I've been dealing with constantly. Your ex-wife is on volume because of you.
But don't you think that's your problem?
Step back, that's all.
Don't you think that's your problem? You
You can stand up. I like you standing up. I just thought you were getting a little too close to the tiger cage.
Steve,
that's
I'm not
all.
here
don't.
for that.
I wouldn't sit here and blame me
No,
for
I'm
your
not worried
girlfriend
about
of being
so
on
much.
depressing pills when I'm raising a 2-year-old by myself. You came in between my marriage, not me.
I didn't come in between your
You're
marriage.
the one that does the
Your
things.
marriage was already... I was
Correct.
friends with her before she even
I'm not
got
here
with
about my
you.
marriage, am I? I'm here about my daughter.
You're being blamed for things. You
Then
blame
you
me
shouldn't
for-
go mess with married women and kids.
What are you
dumbass.
talking about?
Jeez, man.
You know what? Here's what I don't like. That was his marriage.
I understand this,
Let me finish. If he's popping Viking, whatever, in his home, in his marriage, who are you to start getting involved with that?
Steve,
Hold on. You sit there and you say, oh, we were friends before you got divorced. Yeah, you were friends. And guess what? It turned into something else.
No, Steve. I was
Yes,
friends with her
Steve.
3 years
Yes,
before
Steve.
she even met him.
Now you're sleeping with her. The guy has a right to be upset with you. Listen, let me
It's being a
finish,
father.
and I'm going to give you a chance to talk. You obviously have been in other relationships. You have children yourself. First, I don't like you two guys sitting down like we're talking about having a margarita. Stand up. Did you abuse David's daughter? Did you ever lay your hand on her?
No.
Never disciplined her?
Discipline is
Well, you hit a child, corporal punishment.
spank her butt?
Whatever would cause a bruise.
No.
Can you explain why she has these bruises?
No, because she wasn't. There's been so many periods of time that she hasn't been with us. Okay, the 2 weeks that he's saying that Anthony did it, we haven't seen that baby in 3 weeks. The baby comes over to my
How many
house.
times have you seen the baby?
I've
Baby
seen
in
her
question.
a lot.
How many?
Not a lot, but I mean, probably about 50 sometimes.
That's a lot.
Okay, but
How long have you been with Allison?
Pierre, a little like a year maybe.
Okay, when'd you get divorced?
December 26th of 08.
Okay, kind of a little overlapping there, huh?
Yeah.
It's March, got divorced in
Steve,
December.
I saved her from a marriage that he was popping Vicodin. She told me.
You saved her.
She told.
Super!
She was unhappy. She was unhappy.
And what is your relationship like with Allison?
Great. We're
Awesome.
great. I mean, other than the crap that goes on between her and David, I gotta help her emotionally. I've been there for her for this whole year. This whole year.
Help her
And-
emotionally.
Is it true love?
What's that?
Is it true love?
Yeah, it's true love.
It's true love?
It's true love. We've been together through thick and thin. We've been through so much. So much.
It's you for the past 3 weeks. I can only think about is one thing, and that's you, David. This is
the
Allison.
Yeah, I know about this letter. She told me about it last night.
Don't text my phone after you read this because I don't want Anthony to see it. The only one I've ever really loved, I had to let go. He's trying so hard to do right for me, and make me happy, but it's hard, so hard, when all I think about is you.
And she told me this letter was written. She told me last night, and she told me she did it out of desperation.
When you
to get her
first
daughter.
found out about that she wrote this, what did you feel?
Last night, I cried. I literally cried because I couldn't believe that this whole time everything's been fine, and then all of a sudden, you know,
So she told
I'm in the bathroom taking a bath. She comes in. I gotta talk to you about something. I'm like, what? She goes, I just want to let you know before we go on the show that there was a couple letters that were written. I had written David.
So now she knows that these letters are going to be revealed on the show. I better tell him. Give a heads
And
up.
that's what I told her. I said, you're going to tell me now after 4 weeks ago you wrote these letters? You're going to tell me now before the show?
It's kind of a betrayal.
Desperation to sit here and say because she wanted to be with her daughter. Do you know my judge and her judge told her she had to choose you or her daughter? You know who she chose? Your pathetic ass.
No.
Yes. Yes.
When she came to me,
Who has her kids? You don't. She don't.
said
Me.
that this is how you
Me.
act when you're strung
Me.
out on Vicodin.
Me.
I don't take Vicodin.
Hey, like
I
I
don't
said,
have a problem with
like I said,
drugs.
Like I
You
said,
do.
who has their kids?
Everybody.
Me. Not you, not her.
I'm telling you right now, I don't have a
Oh,
problem
you
like
don't have
you
a problem with drugs. You, okay.
Not one
Okay.
problem. Not
Okay.
one problem there,
Yes.
David.
Right.
It is you called in
Right.
your own prescription.
Right.
police were standing right there waiting for you.
Right.
You were
Wait,
arrested.
he called in his own
Prescription, and he was arrested.
Yeah.
And you're yelling at me, Steve. That
right.
is that
I'm
is a
not yelling at
joke.
ya.
No, I know, but
Right.
you're
wanna
making,
hear me yell at ya.
you're making me sound like I'm a homer.
You took a lie detector test,
Yes,
right?
sir.
What are your feelings towards David?
Well, what he's put Allison through, I mean, honestly, I'm disgusted. I can't believe it. After 3 weeks and 3.5 weeks and never coming over our house, first thing she says when she comes over my house, Anthony did it. Now, who's been coaching her to say that? Who's been coaching her to say that? She's 2 years old. That girl plays with me all the time. She is happy to see me. Just, 4 weeks ago, David goes, I'm sick and tired running around my house saying Anthony. Anthony, 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 Anthony.
You know, that's funny, because Allison didn't even know about it until Monday in court.
What's that?
What you just said.
What?
You don't
Anthony,
remember that?
you told her when we dropped the baby
it was
off.
just released in court. I was not allowed to talk to Allison with the police department. I was not allowed to say nothing to Allison. I did not see her until I got in front of that judge. She did not know anything about telling me that you hit her.
That is
So what you're lying? Yeah,
You're lying. You lie all
Let me
the
tell you
time.
something. Let me
This
tell you
whole
something.
year.
Let me tell you
What are
something.
you going to tell me, David? What are you going to tell me?
Best step back.
You put her through
can't-
hell. I've been
through
there
hell?
for her.
Hey,
I've been there for her.
you've been there for her. Well, you know who's there for me raising a
You
2-year-old?
came on my property and threatened me when my kid's there.
You're a grown-ass man. I'm over here raising a baby by myself, trying to get her to be a mother.
She's had kids at 16 years old.
Let's bring Allison back up.
First of all, you are nothing but a liar. I met you when I was 18 years old. We got married at 20 and divorced at 20. How were you with me for 4 years?
Right.
You were in my daughter's life for 2 years. You yelled at my daughter when she got stung by a bee at church. I swear to God, in my daughter's life, she got stung by a bee. You told her shut her mouth at 3 years old.
Right.
She fell running up the stairs of the porch of a trailer. She fell down, skinned her knee, she was bleeding. Who's the one who yelled at her for crying? You. Stop crying. Stop crying, you crybaby, crybaby, crybaby.
Right.
You're going to call a 3-year-old a crybaby?
Okay, anything else you'd like to say?
Anything else? Yeah, I have been a mother since 16. You're going to sit there and tell me I only had my daughter 6 times within the last 6 months or whatever
You
you
haven't.
said?
You haven't.
You're full of...
Haven't.
You are full.
The only time you ever get your daughter is when the courts tell you you have to go pick her up. You know how many times that I offered you, hang on, I let you speak, let me speak.
No,
I said,
where's the court
Excuse
document?
me?
Where's the court
they
document?
got all the court documentation.
Yeah, and I had her every day, from Friday to Monday.
Until bruising. Now, when the bruising came up, yes, it got to every other weekend.
Yeah,
But if you're
and guess what? You're going to be proven wrong.
Okay,
Hang
hang on 1 minute. Now, if you notice bruises on her back and her forehead, why didn't you take her to the doctors or call the police?
You're an idiot. You're not going to notice the damn bruise.
I picked her up from your house, Allison. She had them on before she was even in my care.
Yeah, she had one on her forehead. You said you backed up your car in the truck. You backed up.
Without
with,
the-
yeah, backed
without
up.
her in her seatbelt. You
No,
backed
she was
up.
in her car
No,
seat,
she was
bro.
on your
She
lap.
was in her car
She
seat.
was on your
If we
lap.
pull the cameras at the
Right.
gas station, it'll show she
All
was
right,
on your
all
lap.
right. You two damn. You know.
You pulled up back.
Bro,
You
if
pulled up
they
back.
put the cameras at the gas station, it would show
Ask me.
you
Like I
had
said,
it on your
when I
lap.
picked up my
You
daughter
had
out
the
of your
baby
care,
on your
the
lap.
bruises were on her.
No.
When I
You
asked you
asked
about the
me what
bruises,
was on
you
her
said
head.
she had fell off the chair.
Hey.
I said, well, how did she get all these bruises out from falling off
That's
the chair?
where the lie
Oh, she
comes
just fell off
from.
the chair.
Comes
Walked in the
like
car,
that.
and here they go, booming their box on the way home. That's it. She didn't have one damn
You
concern.
think you're such a funny guy? You think you're such a funny guy?
I'm not funny. I'm not funny at all.
You're a funny
This
guy.
is a very
The
strong
only
man.
reason why you have
Allison,
custody...
Allison,
We'll see.
do we want to get to these lie
Yep.
detector results? Do you want to say anything about the results before I read them?
Yes, I do. Those results come back where my boyfriend or I'm not harming our daughter. I want my rights back for her.
Physically. I'm talking about emotionally, mentally, stable. You have to have a house first, Allison.
We have
We
a
have
house.
a house.
2-bedroom house. The investigator was just over my house.
She is supposed to have a house.
No,
She's
no,
not
no,
supposed to be
no.
with
Hold
you,
on,
dude.
Steve, can I explain
I
something
swear to you, Steve, the
Hold
front
on,
of the
both of you
court
guys for a
does
second.
not want...
Both
I'm
of you guys
telling
for a
you.
second. Steve, can I explain something to you, please? David did lie. He did lie about what the judge said to me. We didn't go in front of a judge. We went in front of a referee. The referee said,
Probably should have.
that's why I have to file another motion to see the judge.
This
She
girl's
said,
been doing this
until
on her
you-
own. She's been doing this on her own this whole
I
year.
have too, the whole time.
Whole year.
Not taking care of a baby.
All right.
What?
She said,
Hey,
until you...
everybody pipe down. Right now, it's just pipe down. Allison, you were asked, have you ever hit your daughter with excessive force? You answered no. Have you ever seen Anthony physically abuse your daughter? You answer no. And the results of Allison's lie detector test is that she has told the truth.
Don't get too excited, yeah.
I'm going to read David's next. David, you were asked, did you intentionally cause physical harm to your daughter to gain custody of her? You answered no. Did you ever hit your daughter with excessive force? David answered no. Did you ever physically abuse your daughter? No. Did your daughter tell you that Anthony do that to her? You answered yes. And the results of that are that you told the truth.
They never asked if you coached her.
Yeah, they never asked if she coached her. That was the question.
Hang on, let him talk. I had to go back, bro,
I could use the little
before the show. I had to go back and make sure that they had to put the little things on me.
David was also asked, did you coach your daughter to make the statement, Anthony do that? He answered no. Did you coach your daughter to make the statement about Anthony? He answered no. And the results of that part of the lie detector test, he told the truth again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody want to say anything before we get to Anthony's results?
Nothing to say.
I'm just curious, Allison. I don't know what his results are. But what if Anthony would fail?
If Anthony were to fail,
Yeah.
That's a joke.
I would leave him, but I know he ain't going to fail it. Because
So,
him
but
and my
if he-
daughter have a strong bond.
And you were saying earlier before she came out that because of all the drama you were thinking about leaving her?
I was thinking about it because it was too overwhelming. I got him coming on my property telling me with a tire iron he's going to bust my windows out of my car because I was with her. We went to the trailer.
I mean, you
came to the trailer, you started drama, and then not even 45 minutes later you came with...
First time I ever saw
And I
him.
just want to be perfectly clear, all these threats of breaking windshields and all that.
What?
They don't even have a car.
We don't have a car? We don't have a car? You are such a... Oh, what? Now there's that lie detector test on you?
You want to come to my house and see my
Now
car?
that
my
you don't
house,
have a
too?
lie detector test on you, you want to lie? I don't have a car? We got a Tahoe with cop lights on, idiot.
My friend.
What do you got? What do you got? Oh, wait, let's go, man. Please,
You just got a brand new car. Where the hell's my child support for diapers and wipes and food?
You heard that, John? You heard that? Brand new car. Brand new.
What about the
Brand new.
What?
Brand new. I buy the diapers and wipes and the clothes for my daughter. She has not pictures.
How about this? My 6-year-old daughter, he claimed her on his taxes this year. She had anything to do with it?
Yeah, sure did. You know what I did?
The back child support you owe me. What?
Yeah, back child support.
Yeah.
That's what that's a felony.
And I'll do it again. And I'll do it again.
Just to be on my TV live.
What scares me, honestly, the behavior you exhibit. I'm having a little lighthearted moment. I'm chuckling, but really, what scares me is that each one of you is a parent. There's nothing funny about a child being abused.
There's nothing funny about a child being abused.
There's nothing.
Or being accused for
That's
it.
why we're here. Let's focus on that. And that's why I kind of let you run there for about 5 minutes, just jaw-jacking at each other about income taxes and cars and everything else. Who gives a damn?
She's getting screwed out of all her stuff.
Results for Anthony. Did you ever physically abuse Allison's daughter? And the answer was no. Your answer was no. Did you ever hit Allison's daughter with excessive force? And the answer is no. And the results of Anthony's lie detector test is that Anthony told the truth.
Thank you! Thank you!
The only reason why I came in this show is to clear my name because I have little kids. I am not going to be called an abuser by anybody.
Thank you.
He sat there and told the front of the court that I had
No, hold on. I'm going to talk. He sat there and told a friend of the court that I had a domestic on me. You show me the domestic.
You do.
You show me.
heard it.
You show me.
No, they couldn't prove what he
Okay,
had.
how
Steve,
long do we want to play this game? Let me know.
I have a question. No, I just
Len, I
have
want to
one
know,
question.
how long we want to play this game?
I want it done, but I
Just
have one
answer
question.
me. Just answer me.
I'm done.
Okay.
Done, but I...
Now, you are all parents, every one of you. Playtime is over, folks. It's time to grow up. It is time to start acting like an adult. You're making terrible choices in your life. You're picking other people over your children. You are jumping in relationships where there is no long-term commitment, and you're bringing children into the world.
There was a long-term
There is no long-term commitment.
There was. Before
You
the
have
letter.
not even been together
the letter
1
was
year.
written.
She's only been divorced for 3 months. Don't give me some about long-term commitment.
We call you.
I am not surprised that this girl is not being abused. Maybe a 2-year-old falls down. Maybe she fell out of the chair.
Steve, man,
Now it's time to rise above all that and act like a father. Act like a mother. Act like a father
I'm
to
a
your
good father.
children.
I'm not going to
You-
sit here and listen to you tell me.
Then get off my stage then! So the only thing I tell you, and I say at the end of my show, the only thing that you have to be is be a good dad to your little girl. Let's go.
You said lie detector test came back that I or Anthony were not abused. You'd give me my parenting time back. In front of all these people, are you going to give me my parenting
Like I
time
told the
back?
producers, I said, it's not up to me. You denied your child in front of a judge.
I didn't deny my child.
It's their investigation.
I didn't
It's not up
deny
to me.
my child. I
Not up to
told
me.
them that I would leave the premises of the home. And they said, when you leave the premises of the home, you call us. Guess what? The next day, where do we
So
fly
if you
out
left
to?
the presence of,
Where
wait,
do we
if you
fly out
lost the
to?
presence of the home wherever he's staying
And
at, why
I
are
leave
you here
yet.
with
Where do
him?
we fly out to?
Are you here with
To
him?
Chicago to clear his name because you were accusing him of abusing my daughter.
I said the abuse is going on.
And you're the only one that leaves her in a
You think just
babysitter.
because
So
she's
hang
not-
on,
you
shut up,
think
I'm
just
talking.
because she's not being abused
You're
doesn't
the
mean she's
one-
being neglected or not being fed or her
Hang on,
diapers being changed. You can't buy her diapers, Allison.
Yes, I can buy her diapers. One time I asked you to help me buy her
Hold on,
diapers.
hold on.
But let me tell you something.
Hold on, Elson. She did pass the lie detector test.
Yes.
Obviously, there's issues other than the bruises on your baby. You're hurt. She didn't cause harm to your child. She might not,
And neither did Anthony.
or neither did. I don't care about Anthony. I'm gonna be honest to you, Elson. I don't give a damn about Anthony. You give a damn about him, good for you. But this is the man that you had a child with, your child together. And I'm saying, and I'm sticking up for you now. She passed. You said if she passed. I'm not saying you got to do anything with Anthony, because as a man, I can't do that to you. But this is the mother of your child. I think now that she cleared her name to your satisfaction, that whether it be at your house, a park, I don't care where you have to go. Go somewhere so she can see her daughter. Don't deny her. I think if you try to be civil to each other, it'll be much better for the two of you and to get your parenting rights. I think it'll be much better for you, and it will certainly be much better for your daughter that if the two of you try to be civil towards each other. Will you agree to that so she can start seeing her daughter and start having some parenting rights to your daughter?
Yeah,
Will you agree
I'll
to
do
that?
what I can. Like I said, it's not.
No, I know, but you
I
will
would
do. You'll
I would
give her
do
a chance.
I will let them know what's going on.
Okay. That's all I want to have. Let's go.